Good morning, Paul Georgie from Allendale. It's October 18th, 2010. Well, the grain markets this morning under a little bit of pressure here overnight. Expect more selling pressure here on the opening this morning as we see some profit taking. Outside markets, especially the dollar, is showing some profit taking there, or short covering we call it, because the market's been down so many days in a row that we're finally seeing an up day there. Currently we're up about 34 points in the dollar index. Crude oil's up 23, and the gold is down about $11. So profit taking around the commodity complex here, and I would expect the same thing to occur in the grain markets. Overnight we had some selling pressure in the corn. We went down, tested some support area here, 56 3/4 low overnight. We expect that to be a key area here today. If we would break that, then of course the next level is 54 1/4, and then there's a big gap on the charts all the way down to around the 530 area. So those things are going to be watched very closely. Technical action, what kind of buying may step in. Is the funds going to come in and support this thing again? The CFTC showed that the non-commercial interest increased their open interest again last week by about 15,000 contracts in the corn. So those are things that we're going to monitor very closely here. Another factor that's being talked about from a fundamental perspective is weather. We need some rain here throughout the Midwest. Harvest is progressing very well, but we need rain for wheat planting and wheat seeding. There's a lot of wheat going in the ground. I was just down in southern Illinois over the weekend, and a lot of wheat was planted, a lot of wheat going in the ground. You can still see a lot of dust, and harvest is pretty much complete in those areas. But the rain looks like it could be moving in here late this week, and next week has got better chances of rain throughout the Midwest. The Chinese also are expected to continue to be buying a lot of soybeans. Their crush margins are positive. They want beans, and they will continue to buy beans here from the U.S. Now they did allow, or the Chinese government is going to allow, soybean oil to come into the country from Australia in an attempt to try to control their inflation and the price moves in China, but not seeing much of export interest there. They're also going to auction off about 2,000 tons of soybean oil that's in reserve right now, well below what trade was thinking. So although it may be a little negative, it certainly is not as much as what trade was anticipating. Wheat market focus there is on Australia. We've got dry conditions in Western Australia, wet conditions in Eastern Australia. Concerned about wheat quality there because of the wet conditions. No rain in sight, at least our weather forecasters are telling us that in the western area. So Australian total wheat production may be less than a year ago, and that's going to be monitored very closely and being talked about. Russia, we're pretty much in past the planting season, growing season there, but there is some moisture that they've received over the weekend, and looks like they could be receiving a little more here this coming week. In the livestock trade, cash cattle are looking to be firmer this week again. We expect that we could add another $1 to the cash cattle this week. Probably wait till later in the week, as the packers will be reluctant to pay that $1. But look for stronger prices. Cutout values were higher on Friday, $1.44 for choice. Select was up 58, and futures were higher, and we expect that next upside target in the December contract could be as high as 101. The hog trade, a lot of pressure there last week. Futures markets were down $4.95 in the December contract. Cutout down on Friday, down 18 cents. And we expect that we continue to see some pressure there. The hog market has had an opposite relationship to what corn has done. So if we see corn prices drop a little bit, you may see some stabilization there in the pork complex. And we are sitting on some technical support in the levels that we're at right now. Hopefully we can bounce off of that and turn this market sideways rather than a free fall market like we've seen last week. So we got some things happening this week. Not a lot of fundamentals to talk about today, but stay with Allendale, stay with our research. We'll be happy to answer any questions that you might have. Give us a call here at 800-262-7538. And we wish you a very successful trading day. Talk to you tomorrow morning. Thank you.